the crack insiders in the media, they had it pegged that he was going to have a reunion in Toronto.
He's not coming back.
Did you hear what he said after the game?
He's not coming back.
His priority is to sign with the Dodgers, and that's where he wants to be. No mention of Toronto.
No.
Why would you come back? They didn't want you in the first place.
Why would you, better question is, why would you want to come back with Ross Atkins in charge?
That, to me, is a perfect example of a player that will not go to Toronto because of who's the GM right now.
Yeah.
But the GM thought he wasn't good enough to be in Toronto.
This is the 10 Minutes with Andrew podcast.
Welcome back to 10 Minutes with Andrew. I am, of course, Andrew. I'm again joined by Mark Chansey. Welcome back to the show.
Almost caught you there. You weren't expecting that so quickly, were you?
I wasn't, no.
Didn't give you enough time to dance and get your thoughts together, hey? So how are you today?
Good.
That's Tina Turner. She doesn't want to fight anymore.
No. A lot of Tina Turner recently.
Neither do the Leafs.
Yeah.
We talking about that later or no?
We can. It's not in the game, but I do have a few things to get into before the game. They're about the Leafs.
Because it's indicative to me of a team that just can't win the big game.
Yeah.
The St. Louis Blues, who are 6-6 on the season,
Yep.
would be 4-8 on the season if it weren't for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yep.
Craig Berube's old team.
Yep.
So the first time they saw them a couple of weeks ago, thought it was a big game.
Yeah. They got destroyed.
They got destroyed 5-1.
Yep.
So he goes back to St. Louis last night for the first time. They have a big tribute to him during the first TV timeout, right? The boys want to win this one for Craig.
Yeah.
And they lose again. Leafs cannot win the big game. Whether it's Game 7, whether it's a game for their coach, no matter what, they cannot win the big game.
They're playing Minnesota tonight, who are much better than the Wild. They're a very good team.
I worry about tonight. That's a team that Toronto just played last night, so they'll probably be slow getting started.
Yep.
Minnesota's lost once.
Once in regulation. They're 7-1-2.
They're a big, heavy team. I don't know, boy. I don't know what to make of this team. I don't know what to make of this team.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to talk about the power play because I don't have a proper word that encapsulates what it actually is.
Yeah.
Although I am thinking of one of the newest emojis that's kind of triangular shaped and brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much encapsulates what this power play is. Matter of fact, I'm at the point now, if the referee says Toronto's going on the power play, the Leafs should decline it.
Yeah.
We'd prefer not to go on the power play, please. Keep us 5-on-5.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I've never seen anything so bad. 3 power play goals on the season, not one on the road yet. Not even a power play goal.
Jeez.
I think I heard now they're 3 for 40 now or something. 7 or 8%. Clicking along, boy. Clicking along.
Clicking along. They're not doing too good, are they?
No.
And it's not even that. It's just like they just beat Winnipeg, the undefeated Jets, on Monday, and then they beat Seattle on Thursday, and then they go to St. Louis. They get the breaks beat off them. It's like,
yep.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
And me, the big sucker, stayed up the whole frickin' night to watch it. And then the clocks went back, so I was about to go to sleep and thought, well, I get an extra hour, so I watched a bit more TV. Wasn't any sports, though.
No. Not much.
And then I got up this morning because I heard you clanging around.
Yeah, well.
Did you have your strained pulp orange juice that you told me Mommy takes?
I did not.
Mommy strains the pulp out of your orange juice for you?
She does. Only when there's pulp in it.
Oh, yes, my little baby.
Because my grandmother buys most of the stuff, right? Because it's on sale.
Yeah.
And then if the one that has pulp is on sale, she buys the pulp.
Good for her.
I don't like the pulp.
I don't like the pulp.
I hate the pulp.
I hate the pulp.
So, because of that, Mom just decided, okay, I'm going to start straining the pulp. And then...
Good for Mom. My little baby.
I'm not
Andrew.
no baby. I'm not no...
Okay, I'm not no baby. Here's something else I don't
understand. It wasn't the
understand.
proper way to say that.
What did you have for breakfast today?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What did you have for breakfast today?
I had toast with marmalade.
What did you have on your toast?
Marmalade.
Marmalade.
But I don't like oranges.
You like marmalade?
I do.
Okay, do you like oranges?
No.
No. Do you like pulpy orange juice?
No.
No. But do you like marmalade?
Yes.
Matter of fact, you love marmalade.
I do.
Yeah. Strange does not encapsulate what you are.
I don't like oranges, man.
But you're my boy.
Yeah.
Yep. Love you no matter what, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you're a Leaf fan.
So are you.
So that was a long way to ask, what are we doing today, my son?
We're playing a game.
What game are we playing today?
What are the chances?
Yes. My favorite game.
Playing What are the chances? Before we get into that, I got a few things I want to get into here.
All right. I thought we just did get into a few things, but okay.
Well, and the two of them are about the Leafs. So this is going to be interesting. First one, Timothy Liljegren's been traded.
Yes.
He has indeed been traded. He was traded.
Let me say, yes. Sounded like me, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. He got traded earlier this week, and he was traded to the San Jose Sharks for the very lowly San Jose Sharks for a couple of picks and a defenseman prospect.
I'm shocked they got back what they got back.
I'm shocked.
And dumped the $3 million.
They did. They dumped a lot in cap space.
I never, ever understood the Timothy Liljegren pick. I think he was 18th overall, a first-round pick, I might add.
No, I think it was a second-round pick.
By Kyle Dubas.
I think it was like I thought he was like a 37th.
And I think that's
overall
why they stuck with him so long, because Kyle Dubas.
I was just going to say, that's a typical Kyle Dubas
But
pick.
what was even more strange was when he was extended and given $3 million a year. That one was odd to me. Because he wasn't a defenseman in this league, I don't think. But he certainly is not a Craig Berube type.
No, not at all. But it didn't surprise me he got traded because he'd been in rumors for a while. But it did surprise me when he got extended because he didn't seem like a guy.
I was shocked they got something back for him. I figured he would end up on waivers.
I'm shocked I didn't go to Pittsburgh, for God's sake.
Well, that's it.
Knowing Dubas.
They don't have $3 million, I guess.
I guess not.
If Dubas is running the team, I can promise you they don't have $3 million.
True. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The second one, speaking of defensemen, Jake McCabe has been extended. 5 more years for Jake McCabe. I think it's a good move. It's a little long, but
McCabe got in a fight last night with Shen, Braden Shen, and got 5 minutes for fighting. I think he should have got 5 minutes for absorbing.
He didn't throw much.
He didn't do very well. He kind of got pinned into the corner and then fell back. But he didn't. He should have been 5 for absorbing.
Yeah,
but he was no worse for the wear.
Yeah, so I mean, he's got 5 more years on his contract. And
I like McCabe. He plays mean.
He does. Yeah, he does.
He's a Berube type.
So, some people don't like the AAV of the deal, but I think it's too much money for him. But
everybody says that no matter what deal is signed.
It's true.
Yeah. And what else you got there?
One more.
Well,
this is baseball.
Okay.
And the game and What Are the Chances today? It's mostly baseball.
Okay.
Congratulations to the Dodgers. They won the World Series.
Okay. Do I look happy?
No.
No.
Well, we did it for the Panthers. I'm going to do it for the Dodgers.
So the Yankees-Dodgers was one of the most watched World Series in recent memory.
Yep. And the Dodgers won.
And I guess that's good for ratings. I don't think it's good for baseball in general, especially for all the small market teams.
I think MLB's happy.
That watch the teams just buy the team and away they go.
I think the MLB is happy because they like the Yankees and the Dodgers.
I am happy for one person.
Teoscar
Hernandez.
Well, Kevin Kiermaier.
Who was emotional. He did nothing. Teoscar was a force in the playoffs.
He was, for sure.
Who was emotional at the parade and thanked Los Angeles. And are any of your questions about Teoscar?
No.
Okay. So I'm just going to say this because, the crack insiders in the media, they had it pegged that he was going to have a reunion in Toronto.
He's not coming back.
Did you hear what he said after the game?
He's not coming back.
His priority is to sign with the Dodgers, and that's where he wants to be. No mention of Toronto.
No.
Why would you come back? They didn't want you in the first place.
Why would you, better question is, why would you want to come back with Ross Atkins in charge?
That, to me, is a perfect example of a player that will not go to Toronto because of who's the GM right now.
Yeah.
But the GM thought he wasn't good enough to be in Toronto.
Also, I'd like to point out
Plus, he's a home run hitter, and we don't want home run hitters.
Yeah, it's low-hanging fruit. But we traded Teoscar for Swanson, and look how that turned out.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guy we got back for Teoscar.
I believe, and I may be wrong, but I doubt it, Teoscar now has 2 World Series rings.
Does he?
I believe he got one with the Houston Astros the year they won because he had played with them.
I don't understand that system.
Kevin Biggio gets one.
I know, but I don't get it. It's just it should be if you're on the playoff roster.
It's pretty stupid.
It is really stupid, I think.
I don't think you have to be on the playoff roster, but I think there should be some measurement of meaningful contribution.
Yeah.
Because you played for 3 weeks with them in May.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't qualify you for a ring, and maybe it doesn't, but Kevin Biggio's getting a ring with the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Right? Kevin Kiermaier's getting a ring with the Dodgers, and he did nothing for that team. Nothing.
He was with the team at least.
Yeah, so what? He did nothing for that. He wasn't even on there. He wasn't even on their World Series roster.
But if you're on the team in the World Series, you should get a ring. That's the point.
Okay, then.
But if you're on the team for 3 weeks in May, then you're gone, you don't get a ring.
Okay, then.
I think that's the way it should go. But anyway.
Anyway, are we still in the middle of this game? Because we're taking that long to get there.
No, we're here. Here we go.
What are the chances? Are you ready for the first one?
Yeah, drum roll.
All right. Drum roll. You're getting bossy over there, too. I'm going to put you to work this afternoon outside, boy.
I know.
So have all the fun you want now.
What are the chances that Juan Soto signs, not with the Blue Jays, but with the Los Angeles Dodgers?
Juan Soto. Well, this one to me is easy. And I can give you a mathematical equation of how this will be solved. I'd say there's probably 5 teams that will be willing to or have the money he's going to want.
Mets,
Yankees, Dodgers, possibly the Blue Jays.
possibly.
And maybe the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Let's say for
Padres?
5 teams, maybe 6 teams. Let's 5 just to keep the math simple.
All right.
So Juan Soto doesn't care about anything but money.
Yep.
I think that's obvious.
I
That's
think so.
one of the things I just can't stand about the guy. To me, it's money first, baseball second.
But isn't that a lot of guys in sports?
No. Well, not as obviously as him.
Yeah.
So if it's money only, and there's only 5 teams that can pay it,
Yeah.
1 divided by 5 is a 20% chance. But this equation's a little bit more complicated.
Okay.
Because the Dodgers will want to defer.
A lot of that money.
And Juan Soto is a 1-800 cash-now kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's not going to defer. So I'm going to bring the Dodgers' chances down by a half. So I'm going from 20 to 10%. There's a 10% chance he signs with the Dodgers. You cannot argue the math.
You're right. I can't. I'm going to go 15%.
Oh, well, let me hear your explanation of your problem solving.
The reason
Can you
is...
show your work or no marks?
The reason is... the Dodgers seem to get everybody. Like, that seems to be pretty obvious. But I don't think they're going to get him because I know there's no salary cap, but there is like a luxury tax system. And I think
There's also got to be a limit to what they can pay people.
If they can pay that guy $650 million, that's it. Like, there's got to be a limit there.
So
and
they're
they
already
can't have
paying over
Shohei.
$600 million to Shohei.
Yeah,
They're
deferred.
paying Betts a fortune.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman a fortune.
Freddie Freeman
They're probably going to sign Teoscar,
for a lot of money. Yeah,
right? Everybody on that team is making money.
And I know this has nothing to do with it, but I feel like people are bringing this up a lot. The MLB seems to love the teams that can buy their way into the World Series, like the Yankees and the Dodgers. So the MLB will try to do everything they can to get into the Dodgers.
It's good for the game from a ratings perspective.
Yeah.
Because the world has interest. The Japanese fans went crazy watching that World Series with Shohei and what's the pitcher's name again? Yamamoto? They went crazy watching that. So
Speaking of a guy that's paying a lot, Yamamoto.
There's a bigger appeal, but it's not good for smaller market teams because they can't compete. But that's why I always go for the smaller market teams.
The insiders have started, man. I'm telling you. Jeff Passan was on Blair and Barker the other day. He said I wouldn't count the Blue Jays out of the Juan Soto thing. Now they're saying they're going all in for him.
If someone offers $650 and the Blue Jays offer $700 million, he's going to the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's a good deal.
No. Also, wouldn't it be kind of weird if Juan Soto goes to the Blue Jays? Everything Ross Atkins said about low-hanging fruit and power is kind of just garbage.
Yeah, and if he did go to the Blue Jays, what becomes of Guerrero?
Good point. Yeah.
Can they afford $600 million contract and a $400 or $500 million contract? That's my question.
Yeah,
I don't see him as a good fit in Toronto. But
well, speaking of the Blue Jays, the second one's with the Blue Jays too.
We're going to the second one.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like my math?
I did actually. It was very well thought out.
Well thought. I didn't even know the question.
Very logical.
I did that on my feet.
What are the chances? Speaking of the Blue Jays, that Gerrit Cole goes to the Blue Jays?
No, I think you're playing on the fact he opted out yesterday of his contract.
I was going to mention that. Like, he did opt out, but the thing about
that's not an opt out. That's just
the Yankees can.
He thinks he can get more money now because he's had a couple of good years. So he opts out. The Yankees can void the opt out by throwing another $36 million at him.
Yep.
So he either will get that, or if the Yankees don't give him the extra money, which I'd be shocked if they don't, he goes to free agency and he gets a new contract making more. So that's just a business decision for him.
With the Yankees?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't like playing in New York.
Yeah.
I don't see him
how he wouldn't
coming to Toronto. But I don't know.
Wouldn't it be great though? Like just upgrade the pitching.
Okay, so how you paying Cole, Guerrero, and Soto?
Well, forget about Soto for a minute.
Okay,
Like,
I don't know. I don't know. What I saw in Game 5 was it 5?
my
Game 5? Or, yes, they lost in 5 games, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So in the 5th inning in Game 5,
Or was it 6?
I watched Gerrit Cole just like disintegrate into a minor leaguer who didn't understand what his role was. He was humming along. He had a no-hitter going through 4.
Like, yeah.
And the 5th inning came along, and such a routine play on a ground ball. You run over, you cover first base. First baseman throws you the ball out.
Speaking of which, Anthony Rizzo opted out too.
He decided not to run over and just pointed at Rizzo.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Gerrit Cole.
Anthony Rizzo.
Do you think Alek Manoah is coming back?
I was going to say.
Do you think you can have 2 of those on the same rotation?
I was just going to point that out. If Gerrit Cole comes to Toronto, Alek Manoah is done.
Now, if it came down to is it Manoah or Cole, I would take Cole.
Every day of the week.
Obviously, he's proven himself
Every day of the week.
that he can get a few pitches over the center of the plate.
Yeah.
With some spin on it. But no, I don't see it. So what are the chances that he goes to Toronto?
Yeah, it's going to be low, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a 0.00015% chancey.
Yeah, I'll give it a 5%.
5%?
5%.
So we don't think Gerrit Cole is going to the Blue Jays anytime soon.
We do not.
No, he'll go to Toronto when the Yankees are in town.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah.
So that was number 2.
Yeah, this is that last one.
We got 3, do we?
Yep.
All right, this is what are the chances? Question number 3. And
I'm thinking about this question now. It's kind of a weird question. I don't know if this is going to work.
I'll tell you if it's weird or not.
This is about the Leafs.
It's weird.
What are the chances that William Nylander gets his ice time increased? Because
It's not a weird question.
he mentioned the other day he hopes he gets it increased because it would help his game a lot. Like I saw that headline that he wants it to be increased because it would help his game a lot. So what are the chances he gets it increased?
Probably high. I think he's kind of in Mr. Berube's doghouse a bit last night. There was a period last night in the 3rd he hadn't played for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I think that was because he had been on, then they were on the penalty kill, and he doesn't play on the penalty kill. I don't remember if he did last year or not. They're changing up the power play, so he wasn't on the first unit. He's just right now not getting as much as he probably used to.
Yeah.
But I think there's a very high percentage that Willie will get his ice time increased because he seems to be the only one that's scoring with any regularity.
Yeah.
But I don't think Berube's totally bought into the attitude just yet.
No.
He's a bit of a showman. Doesn't have a whole lot of defensive structure to his game.
He doesn't, no.
I think Berube's trying to build some of that in to be a better two-way player.
We mentioned that last week with the whole dipsy doodle crap.
Twice he got caught doing that, and both times they led to goals in their own net. I think he wants to try to tone that down. Don't take it out of his game because that's Willie.
Yeah.
But there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
And if you're going to do that, don't do it at the blue line when there's no one behind you.
Yeah.
Because when you cough it up, it's a breakaway.
It is totally a breakaway.
So the chances that he has his ice time increased would be very high. Like I'm talking 99.9996% chancey. I'm very precise this morning.
I'm going 100%.
100% chance.
I think it's definitely going to happen. He not only does he deserve it, but he's also like the only one.
Should we put a by when? Because
should we
within a couple of weeks? Because we could say, oh, yeah, well, it's not May yet.
Yeah.
Right? I think he's going to lose some ice time in the short term.
Probably.
And then he'll slowly gain the trust of the coach.
Yeah.
Then he'll be playing more. He
better gain the trust of the coach. He's making a lot of money for a long time.
He was also in a blender mix of lines last night. I think Berube was trying everything. He had him out with Matthews and Marner quite a bit.
Yeah,
especially after icings or something like that. The Pacioretty, Tavares, Nylander line didn't play. I think McMahon got moved to that line for him. It was a bit of a mess, a cluster. Yeah. You know what? That I'm not allowed to say.
Not allowed to say. Family.
So 99. I can't remember the number. I think it was 99.99996.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think it was less nines than that, but it was.
I think it was too many nines.
Yeah, I think it was less nines than that.
But close to 100% chance that Willie will.
And I got 100%
increase his ice time.
And so
what else you got there?
That's it for the game.
Okay. What about your weigh in? Oh, you didn't weigh in.
I didn't.
Yeah. When are you getting back at that?
Whatever you say.
Shrug your shoulders.
Whatever you say.
Whenever I say, okay,
Whenever.
you got to want that yourself, my friend.
It's true.
So what else you got over there?
I don't got much.
Nothing else to say?
No.
Okay, well, shut her down, I guess. I
Yeah.
just have one thing to say.
What?
Be a man, vote for a woman.
Yep.
Okay?
And
Be a
not only
man,
that,
vote for a woman.
and
Don't say anything's going to get us in trouble.
no, I was going to mention your hole-in-one that you had.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, go ahead.
I should have mentioned that before.
I'll stop everything.
I'm sorry.
I will
I'm
sit
sorry.
here and take the praise.
I'm sorry. I'll take a picture of it, send it to you. But I wanted to talk about this because I thought it was great. You have this. You put your hole-in-one ball in this glass case kind of deal.
I will take a picture and I'll put it
Put it
up
up on the screen. That's what I was going to do
right now when you're talking.
because that you put the noodle ball in there and it looks great. I wish Gramps had something like that with his ball, but it's probably a long gone ball now anyway. But
Yeah, I don't think he has
I
that.
don't think he has that ball anymore.
Now, he has a golf club from like 1902.
He does.
Yeah, but
He does.
I
It's
don't think he would thought about
like a 2-iron.
keeping that ball.
Yeah, it's like a 2-iron.
Yes, it's a 2-iron.
It's a very, very weird club.
Yeah, I don't think we'd hit that very well.
No.
Are you done talking about my hole-in-one?
I am.
Okay, that was great.
But I had to mention it.
Now we ready to end the show?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
Close her down.
So thank you for listening and watching this episode of 10 Minutes with Andrew. Find us on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment. We'll be back in the middle of the week with a Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
We'll see you there. Then we're going out and cleaning up the outside before the winter comes.
We are.
All right. See
All
you
right.
later.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications to be notified when we upload new content. You can also connect with us at andrewchancey.com.